Good evening, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this edition of Exploring with Riley King. Take a look at this photo right here. Department of Transportation unveils memorial for fallen public employees. Brenda and Donnie Haynes haven't seen their son Ryan for 14 years after the 20-year-old highway worker was fatally struck by a passing car while on the job. But on Wednesday, they heard his name before hundreds of Department of Transportation workers, state politicians, and surviving family members. Ryan Haynes was one of 37 names read out at a ceremony outside the department, each having died in the course of work on state projects. Governor Chris Sununu and Department of Transportation Commissioner Victoria Shaheen unveiled a monument to fallen workers like Haynes at the department's Concord headquarters, capping a decade-long effort to design and raise money for the effort. For Brenda, it was a meaningful tribute to her son, who was full of life in December 2005. Haynes was working to fill potholes after a snowstorm in New Loudon when the driver of an SUV with excess snow on the windshield careened over the hill and failed to see the flashing lights. Haynes was pinned against his truck and killed. Time has passed, but Haynes' family has not yet forgotten, and the department, they said, had not been helpful after his death. They blamed Ryan. Brenda recalled. They celebrated Ryan's life on their own terms. A pig roast on his birthday, a Christmas tree at his graveside every Christmas, a wreath on the old Main Street in New Loudon, the site of his accident. The moment positioned on the Department of Transportation grounds along Hazen Drive is impossible to pass by. Flowers and greens sprout from a circular mound around the 30 feet in diameter. At the helm stands about line of the state of New Hampshire in marble. Along the front are 24 interrated shovels, one for each hour in a day public workers' office may be called upon. In the back are the plaques and the names. The second plaque has Ryan's name to make sure no one forgets him, Brenda Haynes said. Wednesday's ceremony brought out state leaders and transportation, each praising sacrifice made by public roadside employees. A lot of individuals who have names on here today, they could have done something else, said Sununu in a speech. They could have worked in the private sector, construction, whatever it might have been. They all chose a path, and they chose a path of service in public works. They chose a path of service to their communities. But the moment didn't come together without sacrificing protected efforts. The project kicked off in 2009 when Governor John Lynch signed legislation creating a committee to oversee its design and construction. By 2011, the committee had selected a design from Colby Sawyer student Kelsey Lee. Yet, for years, it struggled to find funding, assuming only $37,000 of a total needed $100,000 in funds as of June 2018. On Wednesday, those obstacles were far in the past. Dozens of family members of fallen workers took time to embrace paths around flowers and explore the new monument. Lee was also there, honored by speakers of her contribution to the design, her inspiration, her friend, Ryan Haynes. Brenda Haynes said she hoped the symbol would send a message to the public when it comes to public workers, employees. The public workers and plow guys, they're all put in the background, she said. They don't get the recognition that they should. This certainly brings it forward a little bit. And that does it for this evening edition of Exploring with Riley King. I hope you all enjoyed this evening edition of Exploring with Riley King. Have a wonderful evening, everyone. See you back here tomorrow for another edition of Exploring with Riley King. Good night, everyone. Bye.